Hello everyone, Kizuna Ivankov is upon us, and with it comes very many Super Evolution skulls. Now one thing I have noticed is that when you are spending the tickets, the game will prompt you sometimes to reset the box even though you haven't actually gotten all of the lucky treasures, which are the things you want to be getting. And if you reset, you have no chance to get those again until they come up in the Kizuna exchange where you need insignias. So just beware of that. Make sure to double check if you actually got all of the rainbow chests. Now starting things off pretty simply using a Roger Odin as well as Sabo. Sabo just generally a good unit versus Dex Kizuna bosses. He provides chain boosts and affinity boosts. Kuja Pirates is here because we have well over 50,000 HP, so you can get a guaranteed conditional boost. Odin just here for the Wano orbs, as well as an orb boost. All teams in this video should be able to get around the additional debuffs after level 30. This team gets around the extra despair with Roger's captain. Moving on to the next team here, we have support. That support is only to guarantee a strength slot on VV for the final stage. If you don't have them, you can probably just fish for a strength slot and save it for the final stage, though I think your orbs get manipulated, I don't remember. So that support may be necessary to proc Ace's extra chain boost. This team is not very optimal since you do not get Stusty's special back by the time you activated all your specials on the final stage, so you might want to save Stusty's special and just try to kill with normal attacks with no boost. Shouldn't be that hard since Buggy and Bonclay are boosted by both captains, I think. Yeah, Buggy's free spirit, so shouldn't be too hard if you have matching orbs on them. VV upgrading the orb boost to a 2.75 times for the entire team, since the entire team is either free spirit or shooter. Stusy does not get her special back up. A bit restrictive with her sailor ability only triggering on cerebrals and shooter characters. But one tap, 58 million damage with Buggy. You probably could have hit a few other units. Next team, no supports. You got a lot of powerful int legends. This team does not use a Bonclay Ren Captain, so you will not be able to get a high ticket boost, but it's pretty high damage. You have, I forget Moria's orb boost, but it's an orb boost, and you have Reiju's 2.25 times attack boost. You do get the full base attack boost from Big Mom, since Marco can overheal you, and this is one of the few times where you actually get the full base attack boost from Big Mom. She also provides 3.5 times chain lock, and if you had Caesar maxed out, which I don't, because I just didn't play, you should be able to stack a few times Caesar special so that he can get a higher conditional. But if you didn't farm him that much like I did, his only using a special once on the final stage is fine. Marco is also a 2.5 times affinity boost for Science and Powerhouse, I believe. Very high affinity boost, one of the only 2.5 times affinity boosts in the game. Most recently we had the new Kaido crew, who's also a 2.5 times, but you need 6 powerhouses on the crew. You don't need to activate Reiju's special, since her attack boost is still active from when you got poisoned on the last stage. It's also quite a shame that resilience prevents you from seeing overkill damage. Now this team will use a Bonclay Friend Captain for extra tickets early on. You want tickets, they give you goods. Remember to activate versus Big Mom on the second stage and also hit 3 perfects for an orb boost on the final stage. Alternatively, you could probably use Halloween Law. They provide a similar orb boost in terms of strength. And with Law you don't have to hit perfects. This team has no chain boosters, so if you wanted to, you could put... There's a rare recruit Jimbei that boosts the chain by like 0.2, and you can put that on Hody, since Hody is powerhouse. And I mentioned this for the previous Int team, but I do not have Caesar maxed out, so if you had him maxed out, you could probably use his special on the second or first stage, so that you can have a higher conditional boost with him. All these teams do get around the extra debuffs that will happen after level 30. It's mainly Buggy here, I think. He'll get rid of the increased defense that happens. The resilience is also increased later on, but that doesn't matter since you're using poison to get around it. Ulti and page 1 really are just a chain booster and a conditional booster. I guess they also provide a full board of matching orbs. So they might be pretty hard to replace. And I do use them on both quick teams here. But it's tough. Kuja Pirates can work, I think. Just who's gonna manipulate all these orbs? You could replace Buggy with someone like Yukimaru, who will make type orbs beneficial and then reduce bind as well. I think he reduces bind. I don't remember if it's 4 turns though. You'll lose out on a small ticket boost, but okay. Also speed, I mean Arlong Crew is just superior to speed since he provides a higher attack boost than Smoker can provide, and it's for the entire team, so Buggy actually can deal damage as well. I think this team is just strictly worse than the previous team since you don't have super type, which is pretty big damage, but it does use Arlong Crew instead of speed and Smoker support. Also, without sugar you can't get around the paralysis for free, so you actually have to remove it. So here we are using Dong Krieg and Jin, who remove paralysis, but they are not driven, so they don't get Zoro's affinity boost. Remember that the only reason Ivankov isn't marked as a strong enemy is because these are still very early stages, and she does not have over 10 million HP yet, and their special requires the enemy to have 10 million HP. Other ways enemies can get marked as a powerful enemy is when their attack exceeds your crew's health, I think. But yeah, it was always a thing. I just think they reworked it so that it actually appears as a status effect. Because I remember very early on, if an enemy could kill you, they'd have a skull icon, but that skull icon would disappear. Now it stays as a tiny one on them.